Hello, Philip here, and I'll be presenting a natural language BI app that I built last year as part of a SkyScale initiative. I'll show you what I already had working, and then I'll demonstrate the major upgrade I did as part of this particular demo initiative. In a nutshell, the app transforms and visualizes natural language queries, or in other words, you can talk with your data in plain English. It's powered entirely by MariaDB Cloud. So let me first show you my setup. Here in the MariaDB Cloud portal, I have created this e-commerce demo agent, which is connected to my DemoDB, which is a MariaDB Cloud serverless instance. The agent is tied to the e-commerce demo schema that has all of those tables part of its index. I've asked the agent to describe itself, and it said that it's business intelligence and analytics assistant specialized in e-commerce operations. Great. Then I've asked it to show me customer segments, and it returned this SQL that it executed and showed me that I have a premium, regular, and VIP segment. Now, I can go to the app, which is called Metric Moon that I've built. And this is version 1, already working. On the left side here, you can see that I've inputted my MariaDB Cloud API key in order to obtain my AI data agents. I've selected the e-commerce demo agent and then asked it the same question, show me customer segments. It decided to display this as a bar chart, and as we can see, I have regular, VIP, premium customers, but also their numbers. I see this as a table that I can sort if I want to, or maybe as a pie chart perhaps. So now I can scroll down and see, oh yeah, this is what the agent suggested as visualization, its response, and then the generated SQL that was ultimately executed and the results displayed right here. Now I can ask it to show me the quarterly sales trends, and as we can see, this time it decided to display this query as a line chart. We can see we had some good numbers in Q1 of 2024, but then a significant drop in Q2. That's interesting, so let's investigate this further. I can then ask it to show quarterly revenue breakdown by category. Again, it decided to show this as a line chart. And as we can see here in Q1, we had outdoor and camping product very high revenue for those, but in Q2 a massive drop, drastic drop in here. And we can again see the SQL and the agent response. Now this is powerful. It's a natural language to SQL, automatic visualizations, work great on any MariaDB database. It's great for exploratory data analysis, but there is a fundamental limitation here. So the follow-up question would be, why are outdoor products underperforming? And we can see that the agent decided to say that the outdoor products are underperforming due to low sales volume and limited order frequency despite having reasonable stock levels. This suggests weak demand or other market challenges for these products. I mean, not much information there, right? So let's say I'm a stakeholder looking at these results. I can see outdoor revenue is way down. That's the what, but I need to understand as to why. Why is outdoor underperforming? Was there a marketing issue, perhaps supply chain problems or customer complaints? I can see the data, but I need to start manually digging in order to get the full picture. Search through email threads, for example, or check competitor analysis documents, review customer service. This could take me a significant amount of time and effort. So the full story is not only in the data or database itself, and this is where the upgraded version comes into play in order to unlock this next level of BI. And so I've added this additional layer, a RAG for documents, and for business documents, and let me show you this new version. So on the left side here we can see business context, and if I click, I can see all the business documents that have been indexed and stored in MariaDB Vector store. Each document has been converted into vector embeddings and stored in the same MariaDB serverless instance that I have my structured data in. And now, as you can see, I've asked the same question, why are outdoor products underperforming? And if I scroll down, I can see this new business context section. And the response is analysis reviews. Outdoor category revenue collapsed 96% from Q1 to Q2 of 2024. We already know this. Despite Q3 recovery efforts, outdoor sales remained critically low, indicating deeper structural issues. Three converging factors created a perfect storm: a 6-week marketing campaign delay during peak season, aggressive competitor promotion during the gap, and critical inventory shortages that prevented the competitive response. So those are all the matched documents for my query, and this number here that you're seeing, this is the relevancy. This is not an arbitrary number. Those are similarity scores from the vector search. So the Q2 marketing report document scored 94% because it directly discusses outdoor category performance issues. So now we have this additional layer, and we can do a root cause analysis, and we can see that the marketing campaign delay during peak season is one such root cause: aggressive competitor promotion during gap, critical inventory shortages, failed Q3 recovery attempt. And then we get even some recommended actions of how we can mitigate this issue. So this transforms business intelligence from just reporting to strategic guidance. The AI does the heavy lifting, and I can now quickly show you the flow chart of how all of those components are working together for us to see this. And so this is the flow chart. At the top is the user layer, or what the user interacts with, which is the app UI. It passes the API key on the selected agent and query to the app API, which then enhances this user query and sends it to the MariaDB Cloud AI agent that responds with the SQL and some display suggestions for this particular query. Then in parallel, we do a few things. We execute the SQL provided from the agent against the traditional schema or the structured data tables. This produces a response that goes back into the API. And in parallel, we pass the user query for some processing using LangChain. We do embedding and vector search from the business documents here that we've already indexed. We retrieve all matching documents and then pass them back to the API. After that's completed, we take all of this information and pass it to an LLM for contextual analysis, which produces a structured response and feeds it back, passes it back to the API, which then forwards it to the UI. So all the results, the SQL, the chart, suggestions, the business context, all of this is then passed back and is what we see here. Critically, this is all on MariaDB Cloud. The relational data, the AI agent, the vector embeddings, the semantic search is just one database, one platform. It solves a real problem that executives face, right? Understanding why things are happening in their business, not just what is happening. And with that, thank you for your time.